Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 16th of February 2025. It's overcast, it's gloomy, it's not raining but it's like that misty stuff which will get you wet. Been around the car boots this morning, didn't find anything of consequence. I bought a coin but that was it. Bumped into a mate of mine who was in an accident, busted his leg. He couldn't drop off a coin that I was after off him. It turns out he had it on him. It turns out I didn't have all my money on me to buy it. Quite an expensive coin. We're talking three figures, and there's not many short of five at the beginning. Away from, it was quite an expensive coin. So I didn't have enough, so I told him bring it next week, I'll sort it out. So you'll get to see that next week, along with a few other things I've been buying. Mary II farthing, beautiful coin. But anyway, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole today, because we're very busy showing you what we've been doing this week. Now I started to play around at the back of the plot earlier this week, putting some paving stones down. Before I knew it, I had the camera rolling and we're filming me putting my water tank, my IVC, mounting it. So I'm going to take it to the back of the plot now, and I'm going to show you me doing that. I will say we had to come back the next day to screw everything down, but it was well worth it in the end. So let me show you what we've been playing at. Just got nothing better to do and just started messing around with these paving stones. Basically all it is a base for me my pallets to sit on so they don't rot at the bottom. They always rot at the bottom, so if I stick them onto the concrete base they won't rot, not as fast anyway. So I'm going to stack a load of pallets up here in a bit, and what I'm going to do then is put my IVC on top of it. So the IVC is going to be up here quite high, actually, as high as at least 6 pallets, 5-6 pallets high. We've got to screw the pallets together so they don't move. But I'm just going to use this. It's just a base. It seems to be flat enough. I mean, it's level enough. I did level the ground out here when I was clearing the compost bin out. But what I will do, once I've got the IVC in here, then I can put all this stuff in the bed what I'm stood in. And then I can work behind here and get all these compost bins built. So I need to first put the tank in this place here. I've got a pallet here, so what I'm going to do is grab that pallet in a moment and we're going to stick it on the wood. I'll get my spirit level and go make sure it's level, and then what I'll do then after that is screw it all together, and then I'll get my mate to lift that IVC with me and we'll get it back up, fill it full of water. That's the plan. So I've got one pallet here. I'm going to probably use 4 or 5. How many have I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What did I say I need to build these planters and these things here? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11. Hang on, let's just. So how many did I say I've got there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So oh well, okay, I'm gonna have 1 or 2 pallets of these spare, so I could do 6 high of these pallets. Right, let's throw a pallet on these paving stones and see what it looks like. Well, I've just been checking how level this is. It's level that way. Swing the camera around, or swing these level around, and it's, I'd say, yeah, it's near as damn it level that way as well. So it's level, but at least it's level. Now what I've got to do is measure this pallet. See how big the pallet is. Yeah, it's 12 yep, by a metre. 1 metre by 1200. So thing is, I need it to make sure these legs are going to sit on it. So it has metre. All right, I'll quick get this done before Buttercup gets here. Yeah, so it's this IVC will fit perfectly on there. So it's level. All I need to do now is stack another 4 pallets on here, and then I'll screw them all together tomorrow, because I haven't got no screws at the moment. I've got this bloody screwy gun, but I've left the screws at home, which is just typical. But yeah, at least the base is level, that's the main thing. And we'll get it another 4i, so we'll get at least I don't know, the pressure. We'll probably get 1 bar out of it at the end, which is not particularly fast, but with it being so low down, the higher it is, the more pressure you get anyway. Too much like rocket science explaining it, but yeah, we get these other pallets. You behave yourself. Oh great. Alright, so I can get 4 of them at least, and that's what we need, 4 pallets. I think we'll stick the red one out of sight, out of mind. I really should have stuck that one on the bottom, but you know, it's going to be clad anyway, so I don't think you're going to see it. Oh, don't do that, but don't you go anywhere near these. Yeah. Right, I've got to get them out, so I'm not going to bore you to death. We'll get them out, we'll try and get them over there, and stack them and rack them until tomorrow when I can screw them all together. So, we got 4i there. I'm going to stick that one on the top. I'm going to have to screw them all together, so I'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully I get a couple of my girlfriends, and we'll lift these on top. We'll lift this on top of there. When I say my girlfriends, Mike and George should be adequate. I think I get John as well. Light hands, more hands make lighter work. That is quite heavy. But I just got to get this last one on here now. I will clad the front, clad the sides eventually. So this is what we've been striving for when we've been digging all this compost out, and we still got a hell of a lot there. And just behind there, where I dare not dig, there's another pile of compost. So we're not out of the woods yet. Where's that guy with about 10 dogs? Look, there's 2. Look at these lot here, there's a bloody load of them. Come on there, all them dogs. Yeah, there's more coming along there. He must have about 8 dogs there. Unbelievable. And they're all well trained, so you know. Anyway, back to this. So I'm going to get this on top of here now, and then screw it all down, and then get the tank on, and then make a good case to turn the water on so I can fill it up. Well, it's been quite mild, so fingers if I turn the water on, I have to go around and check all the taps are all been turned off, because the idiots turn the bloody taps on. I'm looking for water. Right, last one. What you reckon? Is it flat enough? Hey, have a look at the spirit level and tell me, is it flat enough? What you mean? It's slightly. Where's it slightly out? You show me where it's slightly out, eh? Come here. Show me where it's slightly out. That looks fine to me. You're making it up. Get down. Yeah, anyway, I've got to screw this together tomorrow. I'll screw all of the pallets together, then they can't move. I didn't put this here so you could climb up there and drink that dirty water. Don't, Buttercup, don't drink the water. Oh, that goddamn cat. She'll drink anything. It's for the birds to have a bloody bird bath there. Or to sort my pots out. These are all strawberries here. They all need cleaning up. I do that again. I'm not bothered about them. In fact, I'm thinking of just taking all them off and just leaving my drip trays on here. But yeah, we're working on this. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting a few screws into these pallets, and what I do is keep them so they don't move. So that goes through that one and into there. I could put longer ones. I'm going to try these longer ones, see if these are any good. Yep, they're alright too. Now the reason why we're doing this is so the tank doesn't fall off. It keeps it all together, and because it's in a block, it's a lot harder for it to tip over. So this is why we're doing this. I've got the other side to do as well, so but you get the picture. And then we get the tank and we'll try and get the tank onto this, and it's easier said than done, I tell you. We'll figure it out though, don't you worry. Well, as if by magic, the water tank is now on its base. I've just put a screw in the front of it to hold it down. All it needs is water. I'll try and figure out best time to turn the water. The water will be going on shortly anyway, but once it does, I'll be filling that to the top. I just need to find my tap now. I'm going to stick the tap back into place, and then it'll be good to go. Most of this is all in my head, how I want to design it. You should just I should do a CAD drawing and show you all with a CAD drawing, but too much like messing about. What do you say? Exactly, it's too much messing about in it, eh, Princess? Eh? Yeah, it is. I know. You've got dirty feet, haven't you? Well, it's done. What do you want to do next? Me and you go looking for mices, eh? Oh, you just want me to play with you, don't you? I know what you want. Bloody hell, fur everywhere. I'm kissing you again. Don't know where you've been. No. If she could, she'd sit on my shoulder. Bet not give you any ideas, had I? Eh? Bet not give you any ideas. Hey, you're going to grab the drill and take it up to the top of the plot. The fur cutting. Come on, let's go and get all that fur off you. All that loose fur. So now I've got the tap back on here. There it is. So all it needs is filling with water, this, and obviously we're going to clad the edges. I will be back tomorrow, tidying all this mess up in, trying to get all this lot sorted. May have to stick it in here for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe use 2 pallets to put all the wood on so it's not on the floor. That might be the brightest idea that I get. And then we can start working at the back, tidying things up at the back. Anyway, this was a job for the week, getting that up there. So we got the water tank up there, and it's all secure. Buttercup being Buttercup, obviously we'll have to give her worming tablets again. She's bugger for drinking water out of watering cans, and anything with water and she'll drink it. She's got a water there, fresh drinking water. She's behind me at the moment, fast asleep in her bed. I've had the water bottle in there, that's why she's there. It's nice and warm. It's been in there now. But this week we've been doing lots and lots of different jobs around the allotment, and we've been looking after the chickens. In fact, I had a message off Alpha this morning about the chickens, which says Lancashire and Cheshire, Yorkshire and everything now is in lockdown, and you've got to follow the bio rules and everything. You're going to see me taking care of that problem in this clip. So we got a lot of mishmash of clips to show you. There's no rhyme or reason, no one particular clip we did first. We mixed them all together. So anyway, here it comes, guys. This is what we've been doing on the plot this week and around the allotment. So we got the water up and running, and it should fill up pretty quickly because no one else knows the water's on, and I can see it just lapping there at the first hole. When I say the first hole, you see it's like little circles. Well, it's just coming up to the first circle now, so it's nearly 18 minutes past. So we're up to 700 litres of water there now, and well, it's taking some time to fill this, but George has got the water on, putting water into barrels over the other side of the allotment, so it does take the pressure off. If he didn't have it on, that would have filled up a lot quicker. So yeah, we're almost 2/3 of the way there anyway, or just over 2/3 of the way full. Once I filled this one, got to do the other one over there, and that's half full. So we're on the home stretch here with coming up to 500 and, well, almost 600 litres of water here in this one. We've got 400 to go. The other one, well, just shut the screen off there, it's pointless taking the heat out of it. The other one, it's full. There is a cap, a screw-on cap on the top there, and yeah, we've got 1,000 litres of water, so I'll be able to just get there's a nose somewhere here which attaches to that, and then what I do is I fill my water butt, my chicken water butts, and give them fresh drinking water. But yeah, that tank, I'm glad it's back there. If I don't do anything else here this year, I can put my potatoes in this bed now if I wanted to. But what I'm gonna still crack at this lot here at the back. That's the main thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing shortly. But not today. Got the ladders. I've got a planter over there that I'm going to stick along the top here. Once I've took the pipe out of there, there is a lid on the top of that, so it seals it so nothing can get in and contaminate the water. That's the main thing. Just throw my hose pipe in there. It's going to be a nightmare to take that back out next time I come to use it. I've not done it proper how I normally do it. What I normally grab hold of that end and just pull it, but I've looped some over, so when I pull it, it'll all pull out. Perhaps not the brightest idea. What I'm going to do now, got some J's fluid. I'm just going to go around my chickens, the path, and just make sure they've got some. It's sterilised around the perimeter. Well, guys, this is me. I'm just stirring my J's fluid up here. Me stick there, and now I'm going to do around my paths, get this like that, and just going around my chickens. go along here. Try not to get it inside the pen, just along the path. All around this area. Just underneath here is a biomat. When I step on it, it goes all squishy. You can probably just see it there, where my foot is. Right, stick that there. Until next time. And wow, smells like an hospital, guys. Smells like an hospital. But we do this every other week. There's not a soul can say I'm not following all the rules for the chickens. That is, like I say, I've got bio areas, stay away signs everywhere here. At least I won't have to go traipse into the tap to get water for me bring water from home to do my chickens, because we got it there. I need to figure out where I put me. I've got little holes which comes down and dangles down, so I can fill me my water feeders up. Got some wires for the strimmer there. I've got to I'll go and fill the strimmer up in a bit with the fuel. It's got fuel and everything in there. That's a 2-stroke mixed with 2-stroke. Well, two star oil, petrol mixed with 2-stroke oil. Got some cable. All it needs is just chopping the strimmer in the lock-up. There's my nemesis right there, that little bugger. Look at it, digging at the edges of the beds, and it does all the edges. It digs them, and it digs all the way around, looking for worms. Look at it, bold as brass, bloody blackbird. Right, so we got a lot of them going. Got this one for the old days who can't lift one of them, and they can just wheel it and it cuts the grass. And then we got these two McCullens. They broke the bloody head off the other one, so I've had to stick a clutching head on that. And then this one here, very close to them daffodils. Yeah, can't breathe here for all this 2-stroke fumes. They're all up and running anyway. So it's the first come first serve. They get an hour and then that's it, and it's my hour that they have to be here for. If they're late, they don't get to use it. Simple as that, because I ain't wasting my time. I'm prepared to maintain and keep them going for people to use. If they book them in and then they turn up late, well, they don't get them. Simple as that. They have to book in again. But yeah, there they go. They're all up and running. Well guys, what I'm doing, I'm replacing the head on this. Now it's broke, and the way to get these heads off here, there's like a locking mechanism there. So what you do, you stick that in and then it should turn off, and that locks it, and then you can take it out. Now then, this is the problem. Will this fit on here? If it does, we've got a strimmer that I can use to give people on the allotment. And would you believe it? Oh, you beauty. So there we go. So I've got a new strimmer head there, and that's me own, that wasn't a spare one that I had. That unfortunately, see what happens is they've been told, the plot holders have been told never to open them to mess with the wires. When the wire gets stuck, I tell them come to me and I'll sort it. They don't, and what they do, they press them 2 buttons there, they pull that back. The first thing you see disappear is normally the spring which is inside there and these clips, and then what they do, they put the wire back and then it starts to tear all the edges off them there. It just destroys it. And like I say, this attachment is the one, fortunately, that's the same one on that head. It's a different head, but it's the same attachment. So yeah, when it goes together, it should all just clip together. So you put your wire in, and obviously then you thread it through these clips, and then it just all clips. The trouble is they take them off, and then the clips get these little clips which go in the side there, they get lost, and that's what's happened with this one. Anyway, this one's slightly different, but it does work. So there we are. It's about 20 quid for that. Anyway, I'm giving the allotments, they can have it. So we got 2 strimmers now that they can use. The only trouble is you can only use one at the moment because they haven't got another screen. They've only got 1 screen over there, and I'm certainly not going to lend anyone a strimmer without they've got face guards. That's the last thing I want to give out. And gloves as well. Yeah, they need to be wearing gloves. So it's gloves and a safeguard, and away we go. But that's where I've just stuck it. It's a McCullen. This is what this is. It's a McCullen head, and I think it's a 10mm thread that as well. So I have to remember that. Right. Anyway, so I'll be putting that back into the container and putting it onto the strimmer later on today. Got a few jobs to do. Got some more dahlias to do. Going to do a few seeds, stick them in the back greenhouse. We cleared the back greenhouse now, so I'm going to do that. I can hear voices, they're getting closer, so we're going to knock it on the head, guys, and I'll take you into the front greenhouse in a minute and show me doing a bit of seed sowing. Not a lot, just a little bit. Get a few started, see how they work, how they come up, and then we'll, at the end of the month, plant a lot of them. But I'm just going to do a couple of testers to see how they do. Right, Buttercup, she keeps out of the way. I think we'll be good to go. Oh God, getting up. There she is. You're wondering where she is. She's been watching the birds here dig the paths up, but every time she runs out to grab them, they fly away. Which is, that door was wide open, she'd jump off and straight onto them. In fact, I've a good mind to leave the door wide open and let her get the blackbird, because it's a bugger. It keeps digging all my paths up. Just kidding. Anyway, as long as she keeps there, I can get on with the rest of the job. But yeah, that strimmer, I'll put it in, put the rest of it together later. Give up on looking for me orange gloves, so you got a new pair. I think I got about 6 or 7 pairs left. Get 10 pairs of these for a tenner. Yeah, so we're heading over to Graham's plot. It's in that direction over there. That looks dangerously. So a car runs over that, coming down the back. Unbelievable. Some of these paths are to be desired. You can walk down the paths. You put one foot on someone's plot without the permission and you're in deep trouble. Seriously. Again, this goes all the way right down to the other end. This is the centre of the allotments where we're heading. is on to my mate Graham's plot. Got to make sure I've got the right plot here. Yeah, there it is. So he's got these 2 scaffolding boards he's told me to take. So that one and that one is this part of the plot. He's keeping that part and he's giving this part away. And there's a new plot holder going to be getting this shortly, but he wants to take this greenhouse down. It's too dangerous, and the shed as well, before they give it out. But yeah, scaffolding boards. There they go. Let's hope they're not nailed in. But these are coming handy to build me my raised beds at where the seating area is. Cut them into smaller pieces, then I can make the new framework. I've got some scaffolding boards already on my plot, but more the merrier. And these ones, the 13 footers, well, I can do a lot with these. There are 2 of them. Anyway, I'll pick them up, we'll get them over to the plot. So I just stuck them scaffolding boards there. As you see, I've got 4 there and 4 there. And I've got another 4 in between the greenhouses at the top of the allotment. And these are going to be making me, me 2 planters. Well, some of them scaffolding boards will be making this planter here, and the one on the other side. Now it's started to collapse. They're about 10 years old, these. So what I'll do is remove the frame carefully and then make another frame and slide it over the top of this. A big sack there, a big bag, which what I did was, I'm going to have to unscrew the top so I can take the bag for it, because it's all tied in here. The bag just sits in the ground with the soil in it, and so all I've got to do is like make 2 scaffolding boards high, frame, just drop it over the top, make sure it's all leveled up, so it's all dropped down on this side. So we do that, and same on the other side. Give them a lick of paint and they'll last for another 10 years. Well, that's the plan. Hey, you snap at my fingers again, you little bugger. I'll do you. I'll do you. 8 eggs. At least they're all in the one box. I don't know why they all lay in the same bloody box. Anyway, I'm going to go and get me eggs. As you can see, I've got 8 eggs, 8 chickens. Wonderful. So this is the second bucket I'm just topping up. I'm going to be turning the water on tomorrow. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start filling my tanks up. The one at the back will be the first one that I think I'm going to get sorted. And then we'll top this one up later. In fact, I might even top this one up first. But yeah, well, that's what I've got to do. Stop licking the lid, you. Cat. Chickens there. Just collected 8 eggs out of the coop. So yeah, they're doing well. They're all in a good healthy nick. I just give them half a Cornish pasta to distract the little buggers, so I can get my jobs done. But anyway. It's we're nearly done. When I've done here, I'll give the boys at the top of the allotments and I'm burning some rubbish. And then I can get on with a few other jobs I need to do today. guys, you join me preparing me. This is John Innes potting compost, and what I'm doing, I'm just wriggling it, getting all the loam out of it. I don't want the loam. I'll use the loam in my hanging baskets. That's this stuff here, but yeah, we just want the compost, so yeah, we're just tipping it into this bucket and getting a scoop out and just sifting it all out, taking all these big lumps out, just breaking them up, running them through the riddle. There's a chip pan riddle, by the way. And we come get this sort of compost there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just making some wriggling some compost for my seed sowing, which will be coming shortly. So first things, we got lucky with them 2 scaffolding bulbs thanks to Graham. One of them's perfect, the other one's it's not that good, but I can still use part of it. Yeah, the chickens, we got some nice eggs there. This bugger here knocked the eggs off the other day, smashed 3 of them. Not lucky there weren't that many in the basket, but she did break a few of them. We got a pile more eggs there in the basket. We took all them what you saw in the tray home. We disinfect around the chickens every week, and like I said, there's a biomat in place there, and there's signs warning people not to go near the chickens on all the plots. So that what they sent from Alpha doesn't really it doesn't apply to us, because we've been following them rules. Well, I've always followed them rules, and now everybody else is following them rules. So you know, the chickens are quite safe here, and they don't get let out. Moving on from that, you saw us there fixing them, sorting them strimmers out. I even got an head of one of my own and replaced the broken strimmer. This thing here, still here. I'm going to get a few more of these if I can. I'll see them. I do know now the 10mm thread, so it's a lot easier to. You can mix and match as long as you get the right thread. And yeah, we ended up got the 3 strimmers working. Could still only use one because we've only got one set of goggles mask for them to use, and I'm certainly not going to lend anyone a strimmer if there's no guards, face guards. That's a definite no. They have to be wearing gloves, and they have to read the instructions which comes with it, and I have to show them how to use the machines and what they can and can't use on these strimmers. We charge £2. Really we should be charging more like 4 or 5 quid to lend them out, because at the end of the day, the petrol, the 2-stroke oil and the wire, we have to pay for that, and there's not much short of 3 or 4 quid when it comes to that, and that's why we're always having to get money out the funds to pay for the wire and what have you. So we may have to look into putting the price up. Now, I did offer everyone, if anyone wanted to use the strimmers, to arrive at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, and if they had a mass, then we could give more strimmers out. And there was a few people inquired about using them and said they'd turn up. Well, not a single one turned up. So we're here at the moment. If someone turns up now, well, they've had it, because I'm going to be gone for 12, and they get to use them for an hour. But yeah, no one turned up after me doing all that, and no one turned up, so pretty annoyed about it, but hey, it is what it is. Me, Mike and George worked at the top of cleared all the branches what was just chucked on that plot at the top. We burnt every one of them. We got rid of it all, and would you believe it, everyone's brought more there. Now it's all piled up. Mark got rid of a load of his stuff here at the side. He's cleared that back part of the plot. Now it's starting to look good. Thank God for that. Like I say, that back part of that plot's been a nightmare for me. for years, and well, Mark's got it now, and he's already cleared it, so I'm really chuffed about that. And yeah, there's a few other clips in there what we were doing as well. But moving on from all them clips, the other thing we was doing this week was planting the rest of them dailies. We had 3 dailies. I think we paid £2 each for them. So I'm going to show you me doing these. I think they're called Stardust. We'll do one. I'll show you doing one, and I'll show you when we've done all 3 of them. But we was in the front greenhouse doing that. So let me take you in there now and show you me planting them ones up as well. So guys, what we're going to do is put these Stardust, or this Stardust, into this pot now. This is loam. We've got clover, and we've got perlite in here. And what we need to do now is get the old, no, I can't even open the bloody paper. Bloody hell, that's better. I can get a grip now. Fingers stuck in the bloody scissors. It's all go here, guys. Anyway, gotta get the dahlia out. Take that piece of bloody, what is that? Oh, it's a paper clip. So there's the main stem. Good squeeze, lots of tubers, and basically what we're doing, putting compost around the loam. The good thing about loam, it retains moisture. Bit more in there. Right, what we need to do is write a label. Oh, that's a bit iffy, isn't it? Stardust. Stick that in there like that, so we know what it is. And we'll give it a bit of a watering in a moment or two, and throw it into the back greenhouse and put it under some fleece. So that's the first one. I'm going to get the other 2 done now, and then we'll be back with a roundup. So there we go. They're the days. We'll give them a bit of a water, and these will stay in these pots for the next couple of months, and then we'll plant them out into the beds around about the mid-May. So they'll stay in the back greenhouse for now. But as you can see, a couple more, well, 3 more decorative varieties of dahlias there. So I do like the Aladdin's lamp. That's a beautiful colour. The Sandina Serenity, that's another beautiful. It's like a lemony colour with bits flecks of purple in. And then obviously you got the Starburst or Stardust. Did I call it burst? It's Stardust. Again, a couple of quid each. I think they're well worth it. They grow to a metre high. We'll come back and have a look at these later on in the year. But right now, going into the back greenhouse under some fleece, and that'd be the best place for them. So all them dahlias there will go into the back greenhouse and stay there until May, start of May. Last frost on it is about the 6th, so if they get it by a frost outside earlier, they will set them back, and you won't get as good flowers later on in the year. So you've got to be careful when we put them out. But it's been so mild this year so far. We've had a bit of snow and a bit of frost, but it is still cold. I think it's about 66 centigrade at the moment. Now I think where Pamela in Australia, I think it's about 30 Celsius. We could do with some of that here, Pam. It's blooming freezing, honestly. I bet if I was going to say something else then. But yeah, the dahlias will have to go out later on. But at the moment there's space for them in the back greenhouse, but that space is going to get full pretty quickly, because this week we've actually been sowing a few different varieties of seeds, and we've got to have an experiment. Now we've got this John and his potting compost, and we've also got this clover multi-purpose compost. So I've planted a couple, or sowed a couple of these some of my seeds into a couple of these pots in different ones. So I'm going to take you into the front greenhouse now and show you me how I actually sow my seeds and how I normally germinate them. There's a couple of methods. You're going to see me doing the pico cucumbers. You're going to see me doing one way, and then you're going to see me doing the tomatoes another way. So check this out, and I'll see you at the end of the clip. Well guys, today we're going to start some of these, they're called pico, and what they are, they're a small cucumber, and well, apparently you get 12 of them, so I'm going to put 6 of them into here. Now this is that John and his potting compost. It's got vermiculite in it, it's even got loam in it. Just stamp it down, tamp it down, that's it. First things first. Right, so we've prepared the tray. This is a drip tray. What we'll do is sit that into there in a minute, but first things first, I'm going to put 6 holes, about 10 milli deep. Get these seeds out of here now. Now, always struggle with these bloody things. Normally the tape goes in fact what I'm going to do, I'm not messing about. One day they'll sort these out properly. That's John going past with his dodgy wheelbarrow. Needs to work harder, work faster. So we basically got 6 seeds there, 1 per station. What I like to do, bit of water. This has been sat in the greenhouse now for 2 days, and just wet the seeds. Obviously that one's pops up, push it down a little bit. Bit more compost over the top of them. Straight into the tray. Doing one more blast. Now these are going to sit in the back greenhouse in me grow house. Now somewhere here I've done a label, and there we go. Pico cucumbers, that's what they are. They'll go in there. This hasn't got an hole in the top, so it's just a propagator lid, and they'll sit in here. As soon as they come up, they get to about yay big, we'll prick them out and put them into bigger pots. So that's the first. Let's see if we did get 12A in this pack. Just looking in the pack there, see if there's any more in it. I think there may be one in the corner. What we got here? Oh, the liars. We didn't get 12 at all, we got 15 we got. Oh well, I suppose we can live with 15 when they're only supposed to be 12. I'll keep hold of these because we might sow these again. But yeah, these now will go into the grow house in the back greenhouse. I'll show you where we're going to put them in a minute. Now then, the next one, we're going to do a few of these Super Steak and Money Maker. I'm going to move this out of the way first, and then I'm going to set my other method of starting these off. One or two people was interested when I was going to start doing my tomatoes in my plastic bags, so we will be back in a moment with that. So guys, these are some Super Steak F1s that we're going to be doing. These come from the range, and they're a Wilco's variety. 75 pence. I'm not too sure how many seeds you get in there, but again, we got some Money Maker. These are trusted ones, these always come up, Money Maker. Again, not too sure how many seeds are in there, but what we will do is put them all in here. So first things I like to do, now this is John Innes potting compost, so we're going to get it wet. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to do, and then we'll get the seeds. Now I can't really see how many is there, but try not to cut the seeds in half as I'm doing this. You won't get so many, I don't think. Not. Oh no. Oh, there's quite a few there. In fact, there's a load in there. So what we're going to do, a few more. This is where the John Innes is going to be put into competition, guys. So I'm going to do these in John Innes and see what we can do with these ones, see how many seeds we get in this pack. I really should have brought my knife. Well, at least this one comes in with a bag, so with one of these metal things. So just tear the tops off. See how many seeds I get in this one. Like I say, there won't be so many. My God, there isn't. So we can only do right. So what we got here? 1, 2. Oh, you only get about 12 seeds, if that. And all the bloody seeds. Where's my dibber? Are all too close to each other. Try and get that one in there. Just move that about a bit. God, it's fairly difficult, this. Just move them about. Easier to prick out if you move them further apart. Right, what we're going to do, again, water the seeds, get them wet, and then it's more John Innes over the top of them. As I just quickly check this thing, see if there's any more in there. You never know. Nope, I think there was 12 in there. Just a light sprinkling. The John Innes over the top. Before we forget, Money Maker, Super Steak. Okay, a bit more water. Now then, this is the trick. Put them into these plastic bags here, guys. Now they work like little propagators. I keep getting asked as well about, and where do you get them from? Well, we get them from the chemist. So they have them vino packs, so we just add a bit more water into there, and then it's just zip them up. So they're the first money maker. Now for these super steaks, in the bag they go. Just be gentle how you're putting them in there. So that's in there. Again, bit of water in the bag. Now these are going to go into the grow house in the back greenhouse. What happens with that water that I've just put in there, as it steams up, the water rises and condenses at the top and then drops back down. So it's like a little ecosystem inside the bag, so I don't have to keep coming in and topping them up unless they get really, really dry. Now you've got to keep an eye on them, but within a couple of weeks these should be up. We'll prick them out and we'll put them into these sort of pots, what you just see there, them sort of pots. So first things first, we're going to stick these into the greenhouse now. They've got the labels. What I will do is do another one of these with clover. Now I've got a bucket of clover just down there, so that's what we're going to use for this, for the next lot of these money makers. Again, we give lots of the money makers as well away. I do normally 12 of them anyway for myself. Let's get these moved, and then we'll come back and we'll sort the clover out. So here we are again. This time there's clover in there. What I've just done, I've just tamped the pot down. Again, we wet everything. You can see there's lots of clover there, lots of perlite. There's also perlite in the John Innes, so the only difference is the compost itself, what we're using. So these are well, there's quite a lot of seeds here. I'm just going to pile them all in. Like I say, what we do, we give lots of these seeds away. The fun bit's pricking them all out later. So this is quite a lot of them. So yeah, there must have been 60 seeds in there. These come from the range. So that's what you want. That's where to go, guys. They're only 50p. So again, what we're doing, light sprinkling. I'm not too worried about a bit of compost going into this stuff here. That's neither near nor there. Again, just tamp them down gently. Bit of water. And again, there's a label. I've actually put clover on that to see which ones do best. There we go. Now then, I need another plastic bag. Here's a plastic bag. Again, put some water into it. Let's get that capillary action going, and also as I said, what happens as they heat up, steam rises, condenses, goes straight back down, so we don't have to water these. So I'm going to stick them next to the other money maker in the back greenhouse, so in the same position in the sun. However, one's done in clover and one's done in John Innes. Right then, let's move on. I'll go and show you where I'm putting them. So there we go, guys. These are all in complete next to each other in sunlight. money maker there. The two, one's done in clover. That one's in John Innes, that one's in clover. That one's in John Innes. These are the super state. And we got them pico cucumbers there as well. So what I've got to do now, we drop this down and zip it up. It's getting a bit old, but I've had this for this little polytunnel for about 7 or 8 years, and it's still, you know, still rocking and rolling. Anyway, I need 2 hands to do this, otherwise I'm going to snap I will snap the actual zip if I'm not careful. So we'll do some more, probably later next week, and we'll start to pile them all in here. So we'll keep an eye on them, and we'll give you the heads up which one comes up first. Let's hope they both come up at the same time, and then we can call it a draw with the compost. So they're all in the back greenhouse now, and we put them in directly into the sunlight, both of them. We did another tray of them pico, so we got 2 trays, six seeds in each tray. We did them in the clover, and we also did them in the John Innes. So see what happens there, see which comes up first. I like to see them all coming up and doing really well, but you never know. I do know there's only about 3-4 weeks of food in the John Innes, and it's a little bit more for the clover. So we'll see what happens anyway. But that's what we've been doing this week. Been doing a bit of seed sowing. We've got lots more to do next week. I've got I've got some potatoes in the back in the front greenhouse. Now we did some at Christmas, and I didn't have the camera turned on. Well, I thought I had the camera turned on, and I didn't do the reveal. So they've been in there now. We took the tops off them and everything off them, and they're just lying in the compost. So what we'll do, we'll get a bucket, we'll get the wheelbarrow, we'll tip them in and see what we've got. Now, the ones what we got Christmas, they were bloody big potatoes, really, really good potatoes. So we'll see what was in the other 2 buckets. I will promise I will have the cameras set up for that clip, just to make sure. I'll make sure it's turned on this time. I'm always forgetting to turn the camera on, or I thought it's been turned off and it's been recording and I've turned it off. So, you know, we'll make sure it's working before we do that. And we'll do some more seed sowing. We'll take you on a walk around the plot, because I think by the end of next week there's going to be a few flowers starting to open. The snowdrops haven't opened since you last saw them, and the reason being, it's been so cold and dark and damp, they've not opened up. So hopefully, I'm looking at them, they look really, really healthy, and they're just waiting to burst open. And when they do, we'll have another look at them. But there was a lot of bees all over them in that last clip. But you're not seeing them at the best, really. They look good, but they do look better now. But just sort of waiting for them to open. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Obviously, I've got to edit this video. Take the water bottle out of there in a bit. I've got to go to Jolly's in on West 1 to get some chicken food. I'm just on my last half bag, so I need to go and get another bag. Buttercup's, like I say, she's fast asleep behind me in this bed. I had a water bottle in there, just taken it out. She jumped in and she's not going to move while it's lovely and warm. But if she had her wits about her, when I take that water bottle out there, it's going to be toasty in there. It's going to be like being in an oven. That's where we're going to end the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's hope we get some better, warmer weather, because it's bitterly cold here today. I barely feel my fingers, guys. Right, until next week, thanks for watching, stay safe, and goodbye for now. I think that's the right buttercup. Oh jeez, there she is, fast asleep. That's all she does. Sleeps for 23 hours, and for the hour that she's awake, she drives me nuts.